Welcome back to another episode of Tango Romeo 87, where we're converting an old abandoned church into a home. We're going to turn a church into a house, and we're going to take you along on this journey in every step of the way. Today's projects are going to be a little bit different because we're on the last day of the free contractor dumpster. Tracy's going to start by taking the insulation out of this wall so we can open this up as a porch. Underneath, all this tile has to come up one piece at a time, tear the floor out underneath, and then about 8 inches down is our concrete porch that's already there. We've got work going on everywhere. One day of dumpster left, we're tearing it up. In there, we've got Tracy's dad, Danny. He's taking all the screws and nails out, getting that taken care of. And then we're gonna come in here, so we're gonna tear this wall out, and we'll tear this yellow wall out and get that stuff in the dumpster so it's out of the way. We're gonna try to get the carpet today cut off this floor, see if we have to remove these baseboard heaters and get all that in the dumpster so it can be hauled out tomorrow, and that'll put us ahead on our scraps. All of these walls are paneling, so Tracy and I made the decision in the area we're living in, all of these walls will come out and we'll replace all of this with new drywall. Let's go see what Tracy's doing. Let's get started on this journey today. So Tracy has a dilemma already. Just bring it this way. There you go. When it comes to converting a church into a house, what is your favorite part of the job?
Demolition. Absolutely.
She
demolition.
likes to tear things
I
up.
do.
So we're going to let her continue to tear things up. I'm going to go in here and figure out whether I'm going to start tearing out walls or start cutting out carpet. I guess it falls on me to get started in here first. I hate to be the one to tear the nursery up, but we're not keeping these colors. I know Beth, our daughter, said, "Oh, you got to preserve those colors." And I told her, yeah, we're going to do everything we can. I hope she was kidding, because we're not. I'm going to have good help today. I've got my mother-in-law Daisy, and then we've got our rescue half-lab beagle guy that is Eddie, and they're always up to help me do anything. But at the end of the day, they just want to play ball. Go get the ball. Go find the ball. Come on. Demo's the part she likes. I'm the guy who likes to put it back. I already have a vision, and I'm not good at putting things on paper, so I get in trouble all the time with Tracy because she can't see the vision. But I know what's going to happen. I wish she did. What's scaring you, Eddie? One thing I'll tell you about an old abandoned church that they don't use, they used it for storage. The church Tracy goes to actually owned the building. They were entrusted with it years ago, but they weren't using it for anything other than storage, so they decided to sell it. It was part of a retreat that they initially, there's a double wide, a little old white cottage framed house in the church, and they wanted $289,000 for the whole thing. But I think, like we've mentioned already before, we picked up the church and 2 acres with the septic and well already in. Of course, I got to fix the well. But $65,000, and it took us out of our, let's build a small cabin in the woods somewhere, because it was going to cost us far more than this is. And this is admittedly a cool project. So let me go find some tools so I can start to get all this drywall out, and we'll get this wall tore out. All right, well, let's go see if we can tear a piece of drywall out. at that, would you? In there, they put drywall up and then put paneling. And in here, they put paneling up and then put drywall over it. Ah, this ain't gonna be fun. Hey, Trace.
Yeah.
Quit screwing around in the kitchen while the rest of us are working.
Yeah. Right.
Another one of those, put up the drywall over top of old paneling. But we're gonna get this wall out of here completely, and that'll open this up. I think maybe you'll be able to see what we've got going on now. That wall comes out, and then the kitchen cabinets can run from that door into that corner, and then all the way down to this corner. Stove, and then we'll put about where the wall's at, about where Danny's dangerously working on that ladder, selflessly giving himself to the cause. There'll be a center island.
So the foundation and everything of this building is primo. I mean, 2 to 6 construction, great shape. However, some add-on things, not so much. They're not even attached.
Get this cleaned up, and then we're going to take out this next wall. Now we're going to do something very special. It's a request that Danny wants to get done. So if Dad wants to do something, we always let him. Tracy, if you grab that ladder there and set it up, I'm giving this to Dad. You'll need this. He's been dying to look in our attic.
Ceiling fan box.
Look pretty good up there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we found the first treasure. Tracy is now a pirate. Arg.
Hard.
Put it on, Trace.
Anything else here, please?
And Eddie's like, what is it? Now she is a royal pirate.
Yes.
Mighty. Hard.
Oh, I'm not wearing one.
Hi, Eddie. Hi, Eddie.
Oh well, I'm going back to work. Y'all play. Well, we found some more things up in the attic. I mean, Dad just keeps dragging them out. And we're having fun on the church build. And we're finding these things. It's hard to say what's next.
I'm Eeyore.
I'm Eeyore. I don't know what I am. I'm a wombat
A wombat.
that didn't shave.
Right.
But we didn't get Dad
Oh, I
involved.
lost my ponytail holder. Where'd it go?
So now they found gold choir robes. How many are in there?
There's 4 in this bag, 3 in the other bag.
We need to find a church that
Yeah,
might
we
want
do.
some. But now we have gold choir robes because we didn't have enough stuff in this building.
Right.
We have now found
That's cool,
more.
though.
So let's just take a look up here in the attic and see for ourselves what we see. Aha, there's the old roof. Let's see if we can get some light up here where they put this in. This roof appears to be pretty solid. See no leaks in here, so all that leaked was where they put the porch on. So we got a little storage space up here. Looks like Pawpaw Danny pretty much raided the attic. Not much left up here to be had. So we already got all this tore out that we need to today. Eventually we'll come back and have to take all this paneling down and move that wall. But the dumpster's getting close to full, so we're going to take advantage of the biggest thing we need to get out of here, which is this ugly, color is that carpet? Is it green, or does it just look green because of the hideous windows? So what we did was we put some marks out at 17 feet because our living room is going to come out 16 feet. And we're just going to cut this carpet and cut it in sections, roll it up, and put it in that dumpster. So we'll get started cutting this up. It's probably glued down too. But I mean, it is glued to the, they use like floor tile glue.
Great.
Oh, it might come up. It might come up, Dad.
You got it started there, make you a cut down through here, pull this piece back, then get a hold of that one, pull that piece back that way.
Yeah, we'll have to cut it around that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how straight this is cut.
Right. Let me just take off the end of the wall. I'll start where you got a good grip. What do you think?
Yep, just go back. That was a job. We got all of the carpet out of the area that we're going to use as house. Cut it back a little bit further than I needed to. I needed 16 feet. I cut it at 17, so I'm not going to have any problems when I frame these walls. Let me tell you something. This carpet was glued down, and that made it a little more difficult in spots than others. By the time we were done, I barely had the energy to carry it to the dumpster. But it's done, it's out of the way, and it has been a productive day again here at the church. Tracy and her dad have been troopers and done so much. But I'm glad this carpet's out of the way. We did not finish the carpet in there because we just simply did not have the energy or the wherewithal to do that carpet. So that'll be another day when we move that wall. That's really it for the day. That was a productive day. Actually, it's been a productive weekend. What all did we get done today? Let's go take a look. Tracy got the insulation pulled out of here where she got the drywall down last night. We want to reuse anything we can reuse. Eventually that door goes away and I'll have to go all the way around. We'll go into what used to be the main sanctuary. And Tracy's dad started this morning by pulling every nail and screw out of this because the outside wall will have to re-drywall. But first I've got to run all new wiring, all new plumbing, figure out where we're going to put the shower at and get it in. We got all the carpet out of the living room and bedroom area, and we're going to have to take all of the paneling. Well, I really don't know how well y'all can see this, but this is paneling. We've already discovered around the heaters that underneath this paneling they put drywall there too. So that's going to be multiple layers and layers and layers of. And then in here I interrupted Tracy's dad from taking the screws out of his bathrooms, and we removed that wall, and we removed that wall. And the next thing that gets it is the whole kitchen counter, because all of this paneling has to come out so that we can run all new wires and all new plumbing in here. And that's going to be another project. First, I have to get water, and we still don't have water. But Tracy cleaned up everything in here. Again, she vacuumed, swept, and mopped. Of course, the fun part of the day was when Tracy's dad made it up into the attic and found all of our treasures. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you've hit the bell for notification. And also look for our other channel, Tracy and Rob, where we're just going to have more sit down, more casual, who we are kind of conversations and where we're at on the church and what our real feelings are on what we're doing. Because not every day is a rainbow and Skittles. There are days that are more difficult than others. So that's it for us today. Catch us in our next video. See ya.